Global Exclusive.
Penzi mtazamaji wa Global TV Online, leo tuko hapa tumemtembelea mshambuliaji matata kabisa wa Young African, Benard Morrison, huyu raia wa Ghana. Katika kipindi hiki cha mapumziko, kama unavyojua, kutokana na tatizo la ugonjwa wa corona, wachezaji wamekaa nyumbani, ligi imesimama. Kwa tukaona tupite huku na kule kujaribu kuwatembelea wachezaji na kuzungumza nao mawili matatu, kujua wanaendeleaje katika kipindi hiki wakiwa wamepumzika nyumbani. Sasa tuko hapa na Morrison, tutajadili mambo mawili matatu ili kujua baada ya kuwa ligi imesimama. Hello Morrison.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, and you there?
We are doing well. First, we can say thanks for welcoming us.
You're welcome.
Now you don't train, you don't play the league. Now, how do you manage staying at home? How do you do? Maybe cooking, washing the stuffs and everything, or you training? If you are training, what is your schedule? How do you do it?
Yeah, normally as a professional footballer, you would have to have a certain program or training sessions for yourself. So now that we are not training, I've got some training stuff here in the house that I do each and every morning with my brothers. But aside that, we were even being given some training programs by the physical instructor at Yanga. So I use that for the purpose of being able to keep ourselves fit. But that program is being scheduled for a day and a rest after. But we do that training session for Yanga, then the next day we do whatever we think it's gonna help us or it's gonna benefit us. So we've been keeping ourselves busy.
And you train how many times per day?
Yeah, we train twice. In the morning we train at 9 o'clock, and we have some rest, some breakfast. We just play PlayStation here with the family. Then later in the evening around 5 or 6 we do a light session in the evening, because if you don't keep yourself busy, if you don't do these things, you will put on weight, you will gain weight before the league resumes.
And this is training now. How do you control your food? Because sometimes if you not train much, you don't play the games, maybe you can gain weight.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So training from the house and training with the group is different. So whatever we do here, we try to manage the food that we eat, because it's not going to be effective as we are training with the club. So we manage the training sessions as the way we eat, because we don't want to gain weight before we start the league. It will be very difficult for you to be back on your form. So I've been controlling the diet and the training session as well.
And since you have been here, we heard that you didn't play for very long. I had maybe 1 year. But you came here after a few days, you start performing. How did you able to manage this?
I was preparing myself for the task ahead, and when I was home, it wasn't just for fun, because I was just preparing to go somewhere, but the offers that come were not what I wanted. So I just keep them aside and keep myself busy with training sessions. So I prepared very well that, okay, I know that wherever I will be going, they will be playing the league already. So I have to keep myself in shape so that when I go, I fit in easily. So when I came here, the league was already going on, and I came here 3 days later. I have to play my first game, but I was already prepared and ready for the task ahead. So I managed to fit in the team and never to disappoint the supporters and the club who brought me here.
And maybe how many offers you got before Yanga came?
I got a lot, and I came to Yanga for 1 or 2 reasons. First of all, I will give thanks to the coach. he really wanted to work with me. When I was home, he kept on calling me to come and play for him in South Africa, but I kept on delaying. Then later, when I was ready to go and play for him in South Africa, he called me again and said, no, now you're not going to South Africa. I want you in Tanzania with young Africans. So I saw that he was really ready to work with me, and I had to honor his request. Then later, Mr. Hesse also came in. The engineer, yeah. He also came in, tried to talk to me, and I considered him as well because of how respectful and welcoming he is. So I accepted that I'm going to come to Tanzania and help the coach and young Africans.
Maybe since you came, how do you see the Tanzanian league if you compare with the South African or the Ghanaian league you have been playing before?
Yeah, when it comes to stating out the difference, I will start with the stadiums, the pitches that we play on. In South Africa, they've got good pitches, nice stadiums, nice stadia to be playing the game on. They've got facilities than those that the Tanzanian people have. But one thing that I'm proud of is how the supporters and the fans, they welcome their teams, they support their teams, they do everything for them to be happy here, and that's something that I've never seen it in anywhere that I played. They love their players, and they are willing to go all out to support their players, to make them happy. But when it comes to the training pitches and the field that we play on, I think other sides are better, but I know Tanzania can do best.
And you know about difficulties when you play in the stadium, you play in the pitch. How do you see the difficulties apart from the pitch, the way of playing? Maybe when you meet the Tanzanian defenders, if you compare them with the Ghanaian or South African defenders when you play in the league, how do you see that? Because the question goes because you are the one of the players who've been fouled much than any others.
Yes, with the style of play that I exhibit on the field, I think all the defenders in the league are not going to be happy with me. They will just come and try to make you look like an ordinary player, because I try to be smart. I try to make fun of them, and they are not happy with that. So definitely they will come and hit you, they will come and tackle you. So most of the time I know that when I'm going into the game, I know I will meet people like that, and I'm ever ready to meet such tackles. But in Ghana, in South Africa, in DR Congo, in Qatar, they all play same as the type of tackles that I'm having here. But you take it one of those things, because no defender want to be dribbled, no defender want to be mocked. So you just have to welcome it and just protect yourself as well.
Straight to the game against Simba, the derby. You have been in a Soweto derby. I hope even in Ghana, how do you call your derby? It's also same as how you guys call it, but I didn't play for one of those big clubs in Ghana, so I've not experienced that euphoria, that pressure in the game for the local derbys. I didn't play that in Ghana, so you have this in South Africa and Tanzania.
Yeah, it's South Africa and in Tanzania and in DRC. Yeah.
When AC Vita,
Mazembe, yeah.
And how do you see, because Dar es Salaam derby, Kariakoo derby, is been given the rank one of the best derby in Africa. how do you see it? How do you just compare with these two derbies?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. People were saying this derby is one of the best in Africa, and I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to even listen to whatever they were saying. But after the game, or even before the game, I felt the tension. I felt the pressure, and I saw that how you guys rate this game is way beyond how I was thinking. Because in South Africa, it's a big game between Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, but the supporters, you can see Kaizer Chiefs supporter here, Orlando Pirates supporter here. They just mix up, no problem. But here you can see that you, the Simba fan, you can go across here. Yanga can come here. So it was very difficult, and I saw that the game was not just a normal game. Even after the game, we took about 2 hours before we got out of the stadium. And up until now, you can see that people are still happy about the victory. So it tells you how big the game was.
Global Exclusive.
Ukinunua magazeti ya Champion na Sport Extra, kila siku utaingia kwenye nafasi ya kujishindia gari mpya. Nunua magazeti ya Champion na Sport Extra.
Fungua mlango. Jiunge mgonga mtoto.
Hii ni double star.
Double star?
Yeah, double star ni tairi bora na imara, inapatikana kwa Binsurumu, inadumu miaka buku.